Arvind Gunasekar joins us live from outside the ED office where all the action is. So Arvind, before we come to you for a ground report in terms of what's happening, can you help us understand what happens going forward? We know that after 9 hours of questioning, Sanjay Singh has been arrested. What is the chronology of events that we will see unfold today?
Rishika, Aam Aadmi Party's parliamentary party leader Sanjay Singh was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with this daily liquor policy money laundering investigation. So after being arrested, he was moved out of his residence and he has been brought to the ED's office right here, and he is currently being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. So shortly post 2 o'clock, we can expect Sanjay Singh being taken to the Rouse Avenue Court. That's the competent court in this particular case. He'll be produced before the court, and that's where the Enforcement Directorate will be seeking further custody of Sanjay Singh. So what we are being told is that it's not just the statement of Dinesh Arora based on which the Enforcement Directorate has arrested Sanjay Singh. What we are also being told is that the agency has got some evidence to show that Sanjay Singh also played his role in tweaking the liquor policy in order to benefit some of the liquor companies, and allegedly he also received some kickbacks from these companies, and that seems to be the ground that the agency is building against Sanjay Singh. So at around 2 o'clock he will be produced before the competent court, and Enforcement Directorate will be moving a remand application wherein the Enforcement Directorate will be asking for the maximum custody, which is almost 14 days in this particular case. What we have to see there is that how many days custody the court will give, but also even the defense lawyers also appearing for Sanjay Singh, also gearing up to challenge the arrest per se. So we have to wait and watch what will be the order of the court.
Arvind, a couple of questions for you. One, of course, like I said, there's been charge and counter charge. The Aam Aadmi Party has come out and said that, Sanjay Singh is honest. There will be nothing that will be found in these raids, etc. The BJP has countered that, saying that, the ED believes that there are documents, incriminating documents that were actually found on the basis of which this arrest has happened. What are you learning from your sources within the Enforcement Directorate? What is the new evidence on the basis of which Sanjay Singh was questioned, and what is it that they have actually found which is basis enough for his arrest, and now, like you're saying, the grounds on which they are seeking this 14-day custody?
Rishika, during the course of the investigation, even after filing charge sheet against Manish, Sisodia and others in this particular case, the agency did record statements of some of the people connected to this particular case. And that's where the agency is saying that they recorded at least 3 statements that include companies, intermediaries in this particular case. And their statements, according to the Enforcement Directorate, indicate the role of Sanjay Singh. That's where they say that Sanjay Singh also played his role in tweaking the liquor policy, because some companies approached Sanjay Singh, and Sanjay Singh, through his influence in the Aam Aadmi Party, he tweaked the policy in order to benefit these companies, and in turn these companies gave some money to Sanjay Singh. These are the these are the allegations that the agency is levelling against Sanjay Singh, and we'll get to know more about it with the name of those companies and the people and the amount that is being discussed. Everything will be made clear once the Enforcement Directorate moves this remand application in the court.
Okay, so once we have the remand application, we'll have more clarity on what really is the fresh evidence they've unearthed. But like Arvind is explaining, he's essentially been charged for being a conduit, for being somebody who is an intermediary with these companies and, of course, receiving kickbacks in the bargain. That's the allegation against him. Arvind, very quickly, if I can also bring you in on the hearing that is underway in the Supreme Court, which I believe is in connection with Manish Sisodia's bail application. There are sources that have indicated, and this is unconfirmed news at the moment, that the ED is perhaps likely to respond to the Supreme Court question on naming the Aam Aadmi Party as an accused in this liquor policy case. What more can you tell us about that?
Rishika, in order to explain this, we have to first explain what happened in the Supreme Court yesterday. To put in context, we have to explain what happened in Supreme Court yesterday. So during the bail hearing of Manish Sisodia, the advocates appearing for Manish Sisodia made a case that Manish Sisodia is not the beneficiary of this particular kickback which the Enforcement Directorate is alleging. And that's why Supreme Court asked this question, because the Enforcement Directorate is alleging that almost 100 crore was received by the Aam Aadmi Party from the South Group through Vijay Nair and other people, and that was was used for Aam Aadmi Party for the assembly election that held during the relevant period. And that's why Supreme Court asked this pertinent question: if Manish Sisodia is not the end beneficiary, if some other political party is the end beneficiary, whether that particular political party will also be made as an accused or not. That was the question that was asked by Supreme Court, and Enforcement Directorate said that they will answer that question during when their turn comes up for answering, or when their term comes up for argument. And today, when the hearing began, Supreme Court clarified that this is not to implicate any political party. In fact, it was just as a legal question that the Supreme Court raised with the Enforcement Directorate. So today, Enforcement Directorate did make it very clear that ASG Raju has said that he has told, this is the argument, this is the submission that he made in Supreme Court. He said that I just told, this is quote unquote, he said that I just told the media that wherever there is an evidence, that we will book them, we will bring them, and we will hold them accountable. That seems to be the submission that was made by ASG Raju in Supreme Court. So what we are learning from our sources is that because the Enforcement Directorate has got this money trail leading all the way to the Aam Aadmi Party, and the Enforcement Directorate has also gathered evidence to show that the Aam Aadmi Party used this money for some assembly elections, and that's where Enforcement Directorate is also contemplating, is also getting the legal opinion to see whether Aam Aadmi Party can also be arraigned as an accused in this particular case, because in this particular case, according to the Enforcement Directorate investigation, the end beneficiary of this 100 crore or the alleged 100 crore money trail is Aam Aadmi Party, and that's where the Enforcement Directorate is looking for legal opinion to see whether Aam Aadmi Party can be arraigned as an accused.